Chapter 0. The City Beneath the Flood. By the time the floodwaters reached the second stairwell, the city had already begun to sound different. The screams went first, then the car horns, then the station announcements, repeating warnings no one could obey anymore. What remained was water, an endless violent roar swallowing the underground whole. Elias could barely hear his own breathing. Emergency lights pulsed crimson through the corridor, turning faces into blurred shadows. The station shuddered somewhere deep below, metal groaning beneath concrete, like something alive was twisting under the city. People shoved past each other toward the sealed exit. Someone was praying. Someone else was screaming for their child. The flood surged higher. Cold water crashed against Elias's chest hard enough to steal the air from his lungs. "Hurry!" Hannah's voice cut through the chaos. Her hand locked around his wrist, pulling him forward through the crowd. She looked terrified, and somehow still calmer than everyone else. Wet hair clung to her face. Her glasses were gone. Blood trickled from a cut near her eyebrow, diluted pink beneath the floodwater. Another tremor hit. The ceiling cracked. Concrete fragments exploded into the water around them. The lights flickered violently. For one impossible second, the corridors disappeared into darkness. And Elias saw something standing far below the flooded tracks, tall, motionless, watching. Then the lights returned. It was gone. "Hannah, don't stop moving." The emergency gate ahead rattled as people slammed against it from the other side. The mechanism had jammed. The station was flooding too fast. Everyone knew it. Panic spread through the crowd like infection. The water climbed higher, waist level now, strong enough to drag people sideways. A woman lost her footing nearby and vanished beneath the current before anyone could reach her. Elias felt Hannah tighten her grip around his wrist. "It's okay," she said quickly, too quickly, as if she was trying to convince herself. "We'll get out." The lights flickered again, longer this time, and in that darkness, something moved beneath the water. Not debris, not a person. Elias felt it before he saw it, a pressure, like the entire flooded station had suddenly become aware of them. The lights snapped back on. People were crying openly now. The emergency gate screeched halfway open. A surge of bodies pushed forward instantly. Someone slammed into Elias from behind. His grip on Hannah slipped, just for a second. Then another tremor ripped through the station. The floor tilted violently. Water exploded through the lower tunnel entrance like a tidal wave. The crowd broke apart. Elias crashed hard against the railing beside the stairwell. Pain shot through his shoulder. "Hannah?" He saw her several meters away, struggling against the current. Their eyes met. For one horrible moment, neither of them moved. Then the station lights died completely. Absolute darkness. The sound of rushing water became monstrous. People screamed somewhere nearby, metal twisted. Something enormous groaned beneath the city, and Elias ran. Even years later, that was the memory that destroyed him most. Not the flood, not the screams, not even Hannah's voice disappearing behind him. It was the movement of his own body, the instinct, the fear, the moment he chose himself. He stumbled blindly upward through freezing water, lungs burning, hands scraping against submerged concrete stairs. The emergency exit above leaked faint gray light through the darkness. Behind him, he heard Hannah scream his name once, only once. Then something crashed deep below the station. The sound didn't resemble collapsing concrete. It sounded alive. Elias looked back, just once, in the darkness beneath the floodwater. He saw dozens of pale shapes, standing motionless below the submerged platform, watching him. Then the current swallowed the tunnel whole. The last thing Elias saw before reaching the surface was Hannah disappearing beneath black water, illuminated by red emergency light, her hand reaching toward him, not angry, not accusing, just afraid. And then she was gone.